I don't think I ever really chose this hobby. I think it found me when I needed it. When I was a kid, I came from a pretty poor family. My parents didn't work much, and for a lot of my childhood, they were deep into drugs. So mostly, I raised myself. I spent an awful lot of time alone in my room. No real structure, no supervision, just imagination. Yet somehow, that was enough. I had an older cousin, the kind you think is impossibly cool when you're a kid. He'd let me stay up late watching horror films and eating pot noodles with his mates. And one day in his room, he handed me a pile of old White Dwarf magazines and a box of battered metal miniatures from the 80s. That was it. That was the spark. I spent years in my room painting miniatures, writing army lists on my dad's old typewriter, correcting mistakes with Tipp-Ex, poring over the art in White Dwarf magazine, Ian Miller, John Blanche. Those images burnt into my brain and fueled my dreams. Rat Spike, Realm of Chaos, Rogue Trader, books open into the small hours of the night. Downstairs was poverty, addiction, chaos. Upstairs was another world. I was never bored. I still don't think I ever really have been. My imagination just ran wild. School didn't really work for me. I did terribly and I couldn't concentrate. I was the weird kid, always somewhere else in my own head. Warhammer was always there. I remember in primary school making cardboard Space Marine shoulder pads and Blood Bowl knuckle dusters out of household items. But looking back, I realize now it was armor for the world around me. My dad used to give me a little bit of pocket money and drop me off at Games Workshop Quayside in Cambridge, sometimes for hours, sometimes all day. Free childcare, really. But to me, it was like a youth club. The staff were like big brothers. I made real friends for the first time. I learned how to paint, how to play, how to belong. We played Blood Bowl, Necromunda, Man of War, everything. That shop and the people in it mattered. When one of the staff died in a tragic motorcycle accident, it hit me really hard. That place was real. The people were real. Like a lot of folks, I eventually drifted away. Teenage years turned into partying and girls, etc. Warhammer slowly faded into the background. Life got louder. Life got messier. And for a long time, I forgot about the thing that once kept me steady. Years later, I met the mother of my child in London. Not long after that, my son was born, the best thing that's ever happened to me. But the deepest hurt of my life was realizing that my parents, still lost in addiction, couldn't even be bothered to meet him. In fact, they never did. 2 years later, we moved to the other side of the world, in windy Wellington, New Zealand. A fresh start. A long way from the pain of my childhood. But fresh starts can be lonely. I didn't know anyone. No friends, no network, just me. And a lot of quiet. And then, almost by accident, I found the Warhammer community again, through my good friend Stevo and the Wellington Blood Bowl League. Within no time at all, I was painting again, playing again, talking nonsense with people who just got it. And just like that, I found my people. That sense of fulfillment, purpose, belonging. It all came back. Not long after, my father died suddenly. I was at the lowest point of my life. And once again, Warhammer was there. Hours at the painting desk, getting lost in the lore, in art, in tiny details that demanded focus when my mind couldn't cope with anything else. It didn't fix everything, but it steadied me. It gave me something solid when everything else felt like it was slipping away. Wellywood started almost by accident. Just a voice in the void. Nobody really listening. My friends and I filmed battle reports because we enjoyed it. People watched, so we kept going. I certainly never set out to be a YouTuber, never chased it. Yet somehow, 3 years later, it's part-time work. People care. Games Workshop themselves support what I do. And the mad thing, I love it exactly the same way as I did as a kid, if not more now. But the biggest fulfillment isn't the views or the subs, it's this. Being able to give back to a community that gave me shelter, structure, and imagination when I needed it most. If this channel, this video, helps someone feel less alone, less weird, less lost, then it is worth it. This hobby isn't just plastic toy soldiers. For some of us, it is a lifeline. If Warhammer helped you through some tough times, you are not alone. You never were, and you're always welcome here.